It marked the first time in almost 2 decades the Senate Armed Services Subcommittee on Readiness and Management Support held a markup that was open to the public. And today the subcommittee considered the National Defense Authorization Act for 2012. Hearings like these are typically closed to the public, during which secret negotiations are conducted between members. During today's markup, a provision to the 2012 NDAA was added by 3 members of the committee, namely Chairperson Carl Levin, Ranking Member John McCain, and Senator Jim Webb. The 3, you may remember, criticized the Department of Defense's plans for Guam, Japan, and Korea as unrealistic, unaffordable, and unworkable. Subcommittee Chair Congresswoman Claire McCaskill of Missouri detailed their provision during today's open session.
To require sound planning and justification before we spend more money for Marine Corps realignment from Okinawa to Guam and on tour normalization in Korea. With regard to Guam, our provision would address substantial increases in costs by requiring the Commandant of the Marine Corps to certify his preferred force laydown in the Pacific, and then require the Secretary of Defense to provide the Congress with a master plan for implementation of the buildup before spending more money. This should provide the Congress with greater clarity of the scope, schedule, and cost of this large and complex undertaking.
Similar requirements were included for tour normalization in Korea. As reported, the House version of the NDAA has already been passed. The Senate is currently working on its version, which, according to Senator McCaskill, includes several cuts and provisions they believe will make the Department of Defense more efficient and come at a savings to taxpayers.
You will see a theme here. This subcommittee will not authorize such multi-billion-dollar projects without showing the rigorous analysis behind why we are doing what we're doing, and a well-thought-out and detailed master plan laying out how we're going to get it done at a set cost and at a set schedule. This is oversight at its most basic level.
Although today's subcommittee was held in public for the first time in 15 years, tomorrow's markup before the full Senate Armed Services Committee will be behind closed doors.